Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News starts now.
The future of McFarland rests in the hands of the Planning Commission. Will the possibility of an ICE detention facility bring grief to the city's residents?
And body-worn cameras will once again be the topic of conversation for law enforcement at tomorrow's Bakersfield City Council meeting. I'll tell you what residents can expect to hear and how much it will cost.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 6 a.m. on this Tuesday. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
I'm Mike Hart. Let's start off the hour with a quick check outside at our roadways. Bring in CHP officer Robert Rodriguez. How is it looking, Robert?
Well, Mike, it's looking really good out here for this Tuesday morning. If you're just joining us, right now, no crashes to report, no major problems or issues out there, no delays to speak of either. Those of you who are making your travels out of town, again, all of your major routes are open. So again, no major problems out there. As always, please buckle up those seatbelts before heading out. That's my look at traffic. Elena, we'll send it to you.
All right, thanks so much, Robert. So with our weather, it's also calm and quiet out there. A dry weather pattern dominated for the entire west coast from Seattle all the way to San Diego. Leaves us with some high passing clouds this morning and some cool but not necessarily cold temperatures. These numbers are all several degrees above average with 50 in Bakersfield, but it's jacket weather. 39 is quite the chilly start for Delano. At that freezing mark for Tehachapi, but they're climbing up from some 20s they've seen this morning. Fraser Park still holding steady at 33, and you see some 30s now falling in Ridgecrest and China Lake at this hour. So our day planner shows us that the clouds are coming through this morning, but then we're going to get some more sunshine this afternoon from 40s in the 8 a.m. hours to the mid 60s, really feeling nice for your lunch hour, and then 70 this afternoon. That's fantastic because it means we have moderate air quality and a little bit of a breeze with the high clouds to make it pretty outside. It's pretty the rest of the week too. I'll show you that in our extended forecast coming up.
President Trump is gearing up for a swing through the western states this week, which includes a stopover right here in Bakersfield. The president will join House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy in Bakersfield tomorrow to speak with farmers in the Central Valley about efforts to improve the supply and delivery of water in California and other western states. There's still no official word on where the president plans to go or how long he'll be in Bakersfield. We have all your coverage on President Trump's visit to Bakersfield online and on the air throughout the day tomorrow. Be sure to visit our website, turn23.com, and download our free mobile and tablet app.
Tonight, the future of an ICE facility in the city of McFarland will once again be discussed at the Planning Commission meeting. 23
ABC's Daniela Garrido joins us in studio with its impact on the city and how they're reacting to it. Daniela?
After it was announced the 2 correctional facilities in McFarland would close, those with detention jobs in the city feared they'd lose their jobs. However, in January, the private-owned prison received a new contract that would turn the detention center into an ICE processing facility. Now residents are protesting the divide between whether the new facility would raise a threat to undocumented residents or be the only hope for detention jobs in the city.
This was the comparison from inside and outside the meeting held less than a month ago when the McFarland Planning Commission first publicly discussed the possibility of repurposing the current prison and creating 2 immigration and customs enforcement facilities in the city.
We seek to change the use of our 2 facilities located in the city of McFarland, from providing housing and rehabilitative services to inmates from the California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation to providing secure residential services to individuals completing the federal immigration process.
The GEO Group, a private prison company that owns the Mesa Verde ICE Processing Center in Bakersfield, made their stance on the new contract, which would add 1,400 beds for ICE detainees in Kern County. But throughout the meeting, audible chants coming from the outside protests.
An immigration processing center not only provides housing, food, and medical care to individuals detained by the federal immigration authorities, it also provides those same individuals the opportunity to speak to federal immigration officials who are on site, request an immigration judge to hear their case, and facilitate access to legal counsel.
According to Rapid Response Network of Kern, hundreds are expected to turn out for tonight's meeting to oppose the ICE facilities once again.
Once ICE gets jurisdiction into our city, they're going to be able to come in and raid homes or go to the grocery store, go to the schools, and take people that are undocumented.
Some residents seeing it as a threat to McFarland's economy.
These people are not documented, and they're the backbone of our economy. They just can't get up and leave and go somewhere else. Agriculture is here in the Central Valley.
Others seeing it as an opportunity that will add jobs.
Meeting all these people who work for GEO, it tells me that these are opportunities for us, for our community, and we need those opportunities. We need more businesses to come to McFarland, not just Geo, and this is an opportunity to do that.
The Planning Commission meeting says they will not take action on the matter tonight. The meeting is scheduled to start at 6 p.m. at the McFarland Veterans Community Center on Sherwood Avenue. Live in studio, I'm Daniela Garrido, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
Daniela, thank you. And the Bakersfield City Council gearing up to discuss a number of topics at this week's meeting that includes body cams for the BPD. The city looking to transfer $737,000 in additional sales tax revenue to BPD's capital improvement budget. That money will go towards the fund to purchase body-worn cameras. City officials will talk about the request during the meeting tomorrow, scheduled at City Hall to begin at about 5:15.
And the Bakersfield City Council will also consider approving mid-year budget appropriations for the new city and county homeless shelters during the council meeting. The funding for the appropriations would be coming from the $5.4 million raised in sales tax revenue from Measure N. The City Council will be considering a $822,000 allocation to the city to address homeless services. The bulk of the money, $500,000, would go to the county to help with expenses for its new homeless shelter at 2900 M Street. The rest of the money would go to support the city's shelter to be located at 1900 East Brundage Lane. The City Council meeting will be at 5:15 p.m. in the boardroom at 1501 Truxton Avenue.
And this week, CSUB is getting ready to host its own version of the popular reality show Shark Tank again, after its first run was successful last year. It's called TechStars Startup Weekend. The second event begins Friday, runs through Sunday. Startup Weekend's a 54-hour event designed for creators and idealists to pitch their ideas, form a team, build a prototype, and present it to a panel of judges competing for up to $30,000 in prizes. CSUB is partnering up with TechStars to host the event, which is sponsored by Bank of America. It takes place in the Student East Housing Multi-Purpose Room at CSUB and is free and open to everyone.
CSUB is honoring Black History Month with a new exhibit. The university says it acknowledges a painful and difficult history while also celebrating the societal and cultural contributions. The exhibit consists of 4 floors, which includes a portrait gallery, historical research, and bookcase displays. You can check it out at the Walter Stern Library through February 28th.
Well, you've heard of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, but are you faster than a fifth grader? Kids from Fast Track Lamont are putting you to the test. Their race is happening on February 29th. There's a 2-mile or a 4-mile run. They both take place near Lake Ming. It costs $20 to register for either race. Are You Faster Than a Fifth Grader is happening at Piles Boys Camp again on February 29th. You can find a link to register on our website, turnto23.com.
The Sheriff's Activities League is gearing up for its 16th annual fishing derby at the park at Riverwalk. Organizers say there will be a lot of people, a lot of fishing, raffles, prizes, trophies, even face painting. You can even win $200 for catching the tagged fish. You have to bring your own fishing gear. You have to have a valid California fishing license, and artificial lures are a no-no. You also have to be at least 16. It's happening at the park at Riverwalk, February 29th from 7 a.m. till noon. Admission's $15 for adults, $8 kids 17 and under.